Come on, Kai.
For last one out, man.
Who texted?
Huh?
Who texted?
Some guy at the ref. This is not good, man.
What we...
So, team update, yeah? Injuries. Ben Foreman injured. Taron injured. Raja injured, still playing. Listen, the list of people not available today is so long. Is that a Falcon wood kit? He's got a Falcon wood kit on. Show him that.
Disgusting. That's disgusting.
Raja.
I got hair, bro. What are you saying, man? I've got a shoulder injury in it, but I've got to be here, you know. Apparently we're a man short, but everyone's hearing it. But it is what it is, man. For the people.
What are you playing today, though?
I've got the kit on, innit? So hopefully I can play in it, score some goals. But we've got to see how today goes.
And you know what happens? Whenever I say you're getting a hat trick, you get that hat trick.
You can't do that to me again. Nah.
Is it unfair today?
I'm silent, man. I'm silent.
Say no more, bro. Say no more. Kai,
20 minutes.
how you feeling?
I'm not feeling anything today.
What do you mean you're not feeling anything?
No one's here, we haven't got a team today.
No excuse.
Sometimes that's how it goes, man.
Be fair, it's 9 o'clock, we'll be right, won't we?
Look at United on Wednesday, they had to play with what, 3 youngsters?
Yeah.
They still won, didn't they?
We're all youngsters.
Huh? Whoa, that's true.
We in the green? Yeah.
Where's Raheem?
Raheem, I think he got injured in his game yesterday. He did say something about it. Obviously, Raheem's back in the team now after his little spell with Eltham Athletic because he reckons he could do better at their charity team. But he's back now. He was supposed to be available, but he's not available now. It's got to the point where we've got George up top. Look, number 4. George is going to be playing up top today. That's how bad it's got. This is proper Sunday League now.
Proper, and it's raining as well.
Yeah, it's
raining.
You might have to ref. Well, jacket. Yeah, ref ain't shown up.
Oh.
Hold on, I'm stretching.
Yeah, Zach, what are you saying today?
Mate, listen, my body's sore. Played 120 minutes yesterday, but anyway, gotta get on with it, you know what I mean? Like, it's more football. You know, I love football. No matter how sore I am, I'm gonna play the game. But obviously, it's a windy day. We haven't warmed up properly. It's gonna be a scrappy game. Gonna take time to get into the game, but obviously, we're just gonna keep working hard for each other, run for each other when we need to. And obviously, we're all friends here. We're all boys. Like, we get along as a team, so I reckon we'll be fine. I say give it till half time if anything happens. But yeah, it's for the peoples.
Good luck, bro.
Oh, you're already in, quick. Took long, didn't it? You got me here, baby. I'm here. 2 touches. I'm here. Yeah, it was semi-final.
George, interview, man. You're playing on pitch today. Expectations?
Definitely a goal, maybe a header. We might even have 1 touch of the ball. I don't know. Just line players, isn't it? So good last play up top. Starting for some reason. All
the best, yeah? Have a good one.
You're gonna be in the admin.
Good man, Michael.
Yes.
First game.
Say something. First game.
Pressure. Nah, I'm good, man. I'm good.
Yeah.
Bit cold still. It's my first game here. Just trying to do my bit in it. That's it.
Trying to bring some experience to the team today. Because we're a young bunch.
I'm a bit older than these lot. I'm 28, so you know, a lot of these kids are like 19. I'm like, right, I used to play here when I was a kid as well.
So Michael, what position do you play?
I'm a defender, so I play right back, centre back, sometimes left back. I'm right footed though.
Okay.
But I'm comfortable at the back.
Well, you know, all the best for your debut, yeah?
Yeah, man.
All the best, have a good one.
Cameraman gets his
Yes.
knighthood.
Dun, 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 dun.
Hold on a minute.
Are they about to kick off though?
No, you come and put this on.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, you enjoy that.
Appreciate.
Cameraman.
Cheers, man.
Okay, what's happening, man? We are back for another episode, and here is a starting lineup. We've got Robbie in goal, Marcus right back, Sean centre back, Handon left, me and Jake centre mid, Raja on the right wing, George up top, and Zach on the wing. On the bench, we've got Ryan, Big Slipper, Joe our trialist, Alex our trialist, and Michael who's also on trial. So Little bit of information about this team. They are a prison guard team put together just for a tournament. They play with each other every now and then, but this is, I think, their first 9-a-side game. So as you can tell, prison guard team, they're going to be physical. They all know each other, so it won't be the easiest of games as well, considering we're missing a few players. But we always like a challenge, and today is going to be a big challenge. 9-a-side we're not used to, so it's something different. But starting off now, there's me with a good ball over to Raja, and early doors we are close to getting a goal. That's well done from Marcus. Raja's going to take this guy for a run. It's a good footwork from him when he's twisting him outside and he's beating him. And from that angle, I thought that went in. From where I was standing as well, I thought it went in, but it's not. It's a corner. And early doors, we're putting pressure on HMP. As Ryan handling it, it's a good delivery, and this fell to, I think it was Sean, and this fell to Raja, but it's cleared off the line. And early doors, as I said, we're doing well, and that guy took one straight in the boat, and now it's me. I've given it back, it's intercepted, but it's fell to Hanlon, and their defenders just took the ball off Hanlon's feet. And as you can see, the weather today is atrocious. It's cold, it was rainy, it's hot, it was really hard to play in today. But as I said, we need some challenges, and the weather's a challenge as well. And there's me with a shot, and it was a good save from the goalkeeper. I think it was going wide anyway, and it's a corner to the People's FC. Oh, it weren't actually, it was a goal kick. That's a goal kick, and it's a good kick from their goalkeeper as well, and he's nearly with the wind as well. If it wasn't for the wind, he's throwing goal. That's quite poor marking from us. That's Ryan Hanlon with ball to Sean, and giving it to Hanlon. Hanlon's lost that, but there's Sean, and Sean's taking him on a roundabout, and Sean's beating someone else, and Sean's just missed out on the pass. But out of all the people to fall to, you're giving it to Sean, and Sean's played a really good ball through to Zach. And Zach's used his pace to get onto the end of it, but their defender's done well to tackle him. Now it's a corner, and the corner's gone into Sean, and any other time Sean scores that, but it's an easy save for their goalkeeper. Now they're on a counter attack, but that's a good touch by Marcus, but this is their danger man. This guy was probably their best player, quite big, quite strong and skillful as well, and he's just turned Marcus, and Marcus has done really well there to win the ball back. Well done, Marcus. There's a bit of pinball going on, and the ball fell to Raja, but I don't think anything come of it. That's me winning the tackle, and this is George. As you see, George is actually our goalkeeper, but we didn't have any players today, so we decided to give George a chance up top. But anyway, I'll put a ball in, and it's Sean, and Sean has made it 1-0 to the People's FC. That is me with the assist, and Sean with a brilliant header to make it 1-0. Now it's HMP now trying to get the game back, trying to get something back from this game, and he skipped past George, and he's giving it out to their player, and he's had a shot, and that's a good save from Robbie, and it's gone out for a goal kick, corner kick, sorry, but nothing come of it. And now it's their danger man again. He's on the ball, and he's had a shot, and it's an easy save for Robbie. Now Sean on the ball, and Sean's giving it out to Raja. And Raja's a bit of a heavy touch, he's been tackled. Now Sean again, Sean's got a lot of the ball in this half. He's giving it out to me, he's back to Jake, sorry, he's giving it to Zach, and I think Zach's going to go for a run, but he's been tackled again. Bit of a slow start to the game, and I don't think we've really warmed into it. And that's Sean with a poor touch, he's giving it to probably the only player we didn't want to in their team, because he's was probably their best player, and he's skipped past Sean. And he's Marcus got to be stronger there. He skipped past the goalkeeper, and that is a really, really poor goal to give away. It is 1-1. And as you can see, HMP, they haven't come here to mess about. They're here they want to win as well. And that was a ball over to George, and George nearly got his foot on the end of that. Would have been amazing if George scored. That's a ball out to Marcus, and that is a fantastic interception. But it's fell to their player. He's beaten Jake, and that's that to their danger man, and he's turned Marcus, and he's beaten Sean as well, and that is a real big let off. And as you can see, these ain't going to be an easy team to play against. That's Marcus on the ball now, and he's skipped past one. And he's done well. He's carrying the ball forward and he's giving it to George. George could sort his feet out in time. But now there's Zach. And Zach's giving it back to Ryan Hanlon. And Hanlon's put a cross in. And nothing's really come of it. But it's fell to their player. And you can see they're playing good football. There was a really good football inside. And they're through on goal. That is really good play from them. And once again, that is a massive let-off. That is a real big let-off. That's Marcus on the ball, to Sean, to me, and I've skipped past their player. I've done quite well there, and I've given it to George, and George has laid it back, and it's me with a goal, and it is 2-1 to the People's FC. After a few lucky misses from them, we are now back. That's an easy save for Robbie, and I think now we just got a little bit on top of them after that second goal. I think they lost a bit of confidence. But there's me, and I remember he kicked me straight in my knee, and that hurt a lot. But I'm showing him why I'm called Gym Guy Kai, and I've put him on the floor. And he's still got the ball, but I've won it back off of him. And I've given it to Raja. Raja's giving it back to me. I've given it back to Raja. This is good football from us. And now Raja's going to go on a run, I think, and he's giving it to Zach. But apparently he was offside, but I don't think he was, but we can't argue with the decision. That's Raja. Raja's doing well, but he's done a bit too much. And he's got a shot off, and that's unlucky to be fair. And he's put a cross in. There's a bit of miscommunication from the centre back and the goalkeeper. Zach's got to finish it. Zach, you've got to hit that first time. But he's done well, and he's won us a penalty for a blatant push in the back. So well done, Zach. Now we've got Jake with a penalty. You know, in nursery, you used to read the same stories over and over again. It's like the same with Jake's penalties. We know they're going to go in. Now it's HMP on the ball again. You can see they do not want to lose this game, and this guy is selling he's selling tricks everywhere. Now this guy's trying to copy him as well, but he's had a good shot as well, and there wasn't the greatest area for Robbie to parry it, but Robbie still done well to save it. Now it's me on the ball, and I've had a shot, and it's a good save from the goalkeeper. I don't really think that was going in. Now it's Marcus, and Marcus has sort of won the header, but he's lost that to this big guy, and this guy has caused us all sorts of problems. But Sean's done well to tackle him. Now it's me, and I've given it out to Jake. Jake's given it to me, and I've done a really good bit of skill right past their player, and I've given it out to. I've got lucky there, to be fair. I've given it to Joe. And he's played me through, and I've set Zach, and Zach's had a shot, and then that is Zach with a fantastic goal. Nothing the goalkeeper can do there, and it's 4-1 to the People's FC. Well done, Zach. That's Marcus with a good touch, and he's beaten one player, and he's just lost out there, but he's still got the ball. And it's me with a good ball over to Ryan Hanlon, and Ryan Hanlon's had a shot, but it's a bit of a poor shot, but well done for taking a shot anyway, Hanlon. And now it's Sean. And I'd like to see that nice and composed Sean, and this was absolutely disgusting. I'm lost for words. I'm honestly lost for words. But now it's Joe with a shot at Zach's thigh. As you see, this big guy's just causing problems. So he's big and quick. I just couldn't handle him. And that's Hanlon losing that. They're not being strong enough in my opinion. But we've got Sean. If you get past Ryan, you've got to get past Sean. And Sean's put a good ball over to Raja, and Raja's got to hit that first time, and it's unlucky, but it was a brilliant ball from Sean. Now it's a ball over to Joe, and Joe's held it up quite well considering he ain't the biggest of guys, so he's done well there. You know, in the comments as well, I've been getting loads and loads of stick for not scoring good goals. What about this one? I mean, I think I score one good goal every 10 goals, so I'll take that one. So 5-1 to People's FC. We are on top now, and it's not been an easy game. It looks like it has, but these are a really good team. So I've got to give all credit to HMP. I think they know how to use neither side a bit better than us as well. But it's a good save from Robbie as well. As you can see, they still want to win this game. Now it's us trying to play out from the back, which we always try to do, and it's Jake to Marcus. Marcus is giving it to it's a bit of a poor pass, and they're through on goal now, and it's another poor goal to give away. It's 2 really poor goals. Should have been saved and the pass should have been better, but we have to carry on. And this guy has absolutely sold me there. He has sold me a Mars bar, he's taken me on a roundabout, he's taken me on the swings.
Yeah, man, he's like another version of cleverness.
So now we have got a free kick now after a foul on Zach that wasn't actually caught on camera. But I think there was appeal to it to be a penalty as well, because his pitch isn't that big. But I think we said we'll just take the free kick. I always give Ryan Hannon a bit of stick, because I just, you know, he's not the greatest. But he said to me I should refer to him as the Sunday League Roberto Carlos. I wondered why. Now I know. That is 6-2 to the people who have seen. That is Ryan Hannon with an absolutely fantastic free kick. I didn't know he had that in his locker, and I've got to give it to him. That was fantastic.
Wow, Roger, we're not losing at half time. I don't think I've been to a game where we ain't been losing at half time.
You know what? We've got so much better. We've had so many competitive games that we're actually performing now. But yeah, again, it's 9 to 7. We've got to see how it goes. The game ain't finished yet, you know?
Kai, we're not losing at half time. What? We're not losing at half time. I think that might be that might have to be the next YouTube upload. We're not losing at half time.
Boys, we're not losing at half time. Yeah! Alright boys, come in. Listen, alright boys. I think it's been a brilliant half. Obviously, the 2 goals that they've had have come from 2 sort of mistakes from us, from I think overplaying. So apart from that, boys, I think we've been excellent. Only thing I can say as well, me as well, I've got to do it. Just because we're winning, don't mean we have to score. We can just pass it back and we can lead up to the goal rather than shooting from long.
Let's make our football look sexy, bro.
Yeah,
you know.
I'll admit I've been shooting when I shouldn't as well, but when you score a goal like that, you just want to shoot, don't you? You know what I mean? Apart from that, boys, let's go.
Boys, don't get complacent, yeah. We're here to win, yeah.
Where's Jack? Where's Jack Friday?
Around in the cup. You see this, yeah? Dynamic duo. See him? Yeah. He's got me, I got him. Yeah. You understand? Dynamic duo.
Okay, we are back for the second half. And I haven't actually mentioned, but we've got a new goalkeeper called Alex. We done a training session, he come down. And he done pretty well in training, so we thought we'd give him a game today. It was a perfect game for him to play in as well, because obviously we was quite short, so George had to go out on pitch, and it works. Also, we've got Michael, who is, we call him Mr. So Solid, because his muscles have got muscles. And that is him on the ball now. And it's Jake with a ball over to, I think that was to Ryan Slade, that was unlucky, but here's Joe. This is another trialist as well, so he's done quite well to hold the ball up. And he's, yeah, we're just full of trialists today as well. That's how short we was for today. So many injuries, people unavailable. And we've got quite a big squad as well, so you could tell it was one of them days. Now it's me on the ball, and I've given it to Jake. I think his touch let him down there, but he still won the header anyway. And now it's Raja. Raja's trying to go on a run, and he's giving it to me. And I've given it back to Raja. And then Raja's still got the ball, but he's been just pummeled to the floor, and we've got a free kick, and it's Raja, and we know how that story goes. Raja's missed again. And I think that might have been a foul throw. They've got the ball anyway. You can't really see, but they played a really good bit of football there, and they're through on goal now. It's poor marking from me, and I don't know what Alex done there in goal. I don't know what he done, but he should have done a bit better there, but unlucky Alex. Now it's Sean winning the ball, and Sean looks like one of them seals in the circus, and he's been taken out. I'm sorry, but I don't know how that wasn't a penalty, and that was a really dangerous challenge from Sean, and it should have been a penalty, but it wasn't. And now we've got Mr. So Solid showing why we call him Mr. So Solid.
No more rain. Go away.
That's a quite poor kick out from their goalkeeper, but it's worked for them. They're playing accidental good football. Is this going to fall to their player? Yeah, it's fell to their player again, but I've tackled him, and now I am so upset that the camera was zoomed out, because this is one of the nastiest nutmegs I've seen. The player even clapped Raja when he done it. Now it's me on the ball, just slowing the game down a little bit, and I've given it out to Ryan Slade. I think him and Raja have swapped wings for a sec, and Ryan Slade's done well. Good first touch to take it away from their player. He's got to release the ball now, and he's giving it out to Raja, and Raja's been tackled. Now it's me, and I've won the ball back, but I put it into a dangerous area. But luckily enough, our goalkeeper Alex, trialist, has done quite well there, nice and composed, and has Mr. So Solid on the ball now, and I don't think he's got a left foot, so he's had to just toe poke it out the pitch. Now it's HMP, they're playing some good football again, and they did the whole game, to be fair. It wasn't easy to get the ball off of them, but they're through on goal now, and Alex has got to come out and collect that ball. He's got to be braver, and we're letting them back into this game. As I've said, they are a really good team, so for us to drop it a few gears, we knew we was going to concede some goals, and it is now 6-4. So kick off again. 10 goals already in this game. It's it's just what happens at BB. We're in such a small pitch, you're always going to get goals, and they're through on goal again, and he's managed to nutmeg Alex. And I have to say, please do not be too harsh on Alex. It's his first ever game as a goalkeeper, and we're trying to give people every opportunity to play football in this team. And yeah, Alex he hasn't had a good start to the game, but hopefully he can improve as the game goes on. So 6-5, we cannot let them get another goal, because it will seriously let this team back into the game. And that is Raj with a fantastic run, and he's beaten their goalkeeper as well. They tried to peel for offside, but the referee said it wasn't, because he was miles onside. So it's 7-5 to People's FC, and there's so many twists and turns in this game, so I think we're all going to get dizzy by the end of it. That's HMP on the ball again with a couple of spectators in the way, and it's Marcus, and he's tried to do a little bit of skill pass to player, and that is really, really poor from him, and it is now 7-6. I don't know what was going through his head there. He's had a fantastic game today, but he let himself down there. Now Slady out to Mr. So Solid, and he's giving it to me, giving it to Slady, out to Sean, out to Slady, back to Jake again. Now it's Raja, he's giving the ball out to Zach, and that's a shout for a penalty, and that was fantastic football from the boys. That's unlucky not to get a goal at the end of it. Now we're on the counter attack, and Jake's giving it, I've given it to Jake. Jake's putting the fantastic ball out to Raja. Raja skipped past one, and he's unfortunately lost the ball. That's unlucky. Now it's Sean out to me, bit of a poor touch of me, but I've still got the ball. And I think I'm going to have a shot, and it's blocked. Don't know why I'm shooting from there. It's a bit stupid from me, to be honest. And I can't even see. It's it's another goal. It's another really, really poor goal to concede. But as I've said, don't be too harsh on Alex. This is his first ever game. It is 7-all. There's been 14 goals shared in this game. It's what happens in nine-a-side. There's going to be goals in nine-a-side, and it looks like there's another one as we've got a penalty. As I said, you know, when you read the same story, we know what happens. Jake scored another penalty. The penalty merchant scores again. Well done, Jakey. So 8-7, 15 goals. 15 goals in a game. What more could you want? Now Sean on the ball, and Sean's absolutely skinned that player. And he's giving it out to Slade. And Slade's giving it to Raja. And Raja's doing some sort of magical trick. But unfortunately he's lost that. Now it's me, and I've given the ball to Jake, and Jake's given it to, he's still got it actually. Jake's had a shot, and that is really unlucky from Jake. I think that might have been his hat-trick if he scored that. So starting from us, a bit of poor marking, and they've got the ball, and we've left this clip in just to show that Alex doesn't, it's his first ever game. He doesn't know sort of like goal kicks and things like that, so we're just sort of teaching Alex how to play football. And to be fair, there's a few clips in it that have been left out. Alex actually made some really good saves, so he's got he is part of the People's FC, and hopefully he just gets better every single game. So that's me with a ball in. That's a good ball over to Zach, and Zach has scored the header, and it is 9-7 to the People's FC. That was a really good header from Zach. And I think that's Zach's second goal of the game, so I've actually assisted him twice today. So now it's Raja, and it's Raja with a fantastic strike. That is 10-7 to the People's FC. I just don't understand it with Raja. He misses easy chances and then scores ones like that. I just don't understand him. So 17 goals shared. it's, yeah, 9-a-side games, there's always going to be goals, and as you can see, there's loads. And now it's a free kick to HMP. That's a free kick for HMP. It's a bit of a poor one. Alex should save it, but he's got to use his hands there, and that's another really, really poor goal.
Well done, boy. Well done. Hey, Mr. Solid. Mr. Solid. Mr. Solid, say something. What do you reckon?
Get a picture of me and a new signing.
Yeah?
Come on. For the peoples, you know what I mean? 2 goals, 2 assists. You know what I mean? I'm going to count the free kick as an assist because obviously I won the free kick. Cannon had to just, you know, whip it far post, top bins. I love that. Anyway, it was a good win. Even though we were sloppy. I did say it was going to start sloppy. We let them get back into the game, but then eventually we woke up, took our chances, started showing them what we can do. But obviously, we need to keep progressing as a team, keep playing football. Cheers, bro. I'll catch you later. Hey.
Yes, alright, bro. Take care, yeah? It was all blessed, man.
For the boys, you come down, man. Why'd you come down? Play football again.
Yeah.
People just see, yeah? New centre back, BP up there.
Hey. Love that. And you was good support today.
Oh, it was good support.
Good
Thank
support.
you. It was good game.
Yeah.
Really good game. I think the team played really well.
Who's your man of the match today?
My man of the match was Kai Trott.
Yeah, do you want me to tell you
Yeah.
mine? I think mine was Sean.
Sean. Yeah, Sean. Yeah, Sean
Yeah?
was
Sean.
good.
Jake!
Come on. Before the game, yeah, you called to me, I want a hat-trick. So what do I have to do today? What do I have to do? See that? Penalty? Penalty. Oh, Jerome, I got a hat-trick for you.
You've got the hat
You know what I mean?
trick.
For the people.
For the people.
For the people, come on.
If you're still watching, like, comment, subscribe, click the red, that little bell thing.
Yeah.
Keep posting all our videos.
Excellent.